Hello and good morning, everyone. I want to talk to you about legacy. About 2 years ago, when I was trying to do the podcast thing, RIP, I had an interview with a woman who had terminal cancer. And we had this really, really great conversation about life and legacy and what you leave behind. She has unfortunately passed since, but left behind this beautiful theater that she created and this theater company that I believe is still continuing in her name. And I mean, like, having that conversation was just so lovely and weighty and delicious. And, you know, seeing it now from her no longer being here is really kind of beautiful. But my personal feelings about legacy for me is I don't know if I care. You know, like, once you're gone, you're out. Like, what does it matter? I've had to face my mortality in like a really, really serious, very real kind of way. And yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend about another human who recently passed, and the conversation of legacy came up. And we kind of had a really good back and forth about legacy under the guise of the conversation of that Doctor Who episode where he brings Vincent van Gogh to a museum and the museum like curator speaks about him posthumously while he's standing right there, and his reaction is just so visceral and beautiful, and I could barely get through talking about it without choking up. And so we had this really interesting conversation about a legacy piece, and like, do you care? What do you feel about legacy? Is it something that you care about? Is it something you're building? Is it something that is in your future? Is it something you don't, it's like not on your radar and you don't care? Like, I'm really curious to have this conversation because it's still like living in my head from yesterday, and I know how I feel about it, but I might be the lone wolf on this. So tell me your thoughts on what you think and feel about personal legacy.